You are sitting at a red light and your car starts vibrating so violently it feels like the engine is going to jump right out from under the hood, all while your fuel gauge drops faster than a lead balloon. If your scan tool shows a P219F trouble code, your main computer is dealing with a severe air-to-fuel ratio imbalance specifically isolated to cylinder number 4. Your engine computer is a total control freak when it comes to the fuel mixture, relying heavily on the oxygen sensors in the exhaust to tell it exactly how much unburned oxygen is leaving the engine. These sensors actually heat up trapped ambient air and compare it to the exhaust gases, creating a wildly fluctuating voltage signal as oxygen ions bounce between tiny platinum layers. The computer perfectly pairs this exhaust data with the rotational speed signals coming from the crankshaft and camshaft position sensors. By reading tiny variations in the spinning speed of the crankshaft, the computer can actually tell if cylinder 4 is contributing its fair share of power. When cylinder 4 is running too lean or dumping raw fuel, the computer triggers this exact imbalance error. Now, before you even think about chasing this specific code, you absolutely must fix any other active codes for vacuum leaks, mass airflow sensors, or random misfires, because those will completely skew your diagnostic process. Once the slate is clean, hook up your scanner and watch the live data for your pre-catalytic converter oxygen sensors. When the engine is warmed up, that voltage should constantly bounce between 1 and 900 millivolts. If the sensor is completely lazy and barely moving, it might be lying to the computer and causing the imbalance. However, if the sensors are working perfectly, you need to grab a digital oscilloscope to check the waveform patterns of your crank and cam sensors for any weird electrical glitches. If the electronics check out, you are likely dealing with a physical, mechanical problem on cylinder 4. This could be a totally clogged fuel injector, a vacuum leak right at the intake runner for that specific cylinder, or even a loss of engine compression due to a burnt exhaust valve. Always start with a simple compression test to make sure the internal engine block is healthy before you start throwing dozens of expensive electronic sensors at the problem.